I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ. Hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ, 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 but those with the
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or I'm afraid of talking to people who are outside of my race because I'm afraid of talking to people who are outside of my race because
I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or I'm afraid of
but
like
those
talking
with
to
the lowest
people
IQ,
who are outside of my race.
the really.
Look, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
hate to say this,
Sometimes
but
I'm a
those
little
with the
scared
lowest
or like
IQ,
I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race. Look, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
hate to say this,
Sometimes I'm
say
a little
this,
scared
but
or
those
like
with the lowest IQ,
I'm afraid of like
but
talking
those
to
with the
people
lowest IQ,
who are
but
outside of
those
my
with
race.
the lowest IQ,
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or like I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race.
but those with the
Look, I'm
lowest
not gonna lie.
IQ, but those with the
Sometimes
lowest
I'm a
IQ,
little
but those
scared or
with the
like
lowest IQ,
I'm
but
afraid
those
of
with
like
the lowest
talking to
IQ,
people
but those with
who
the
are
lowest
outside of my race.
IQ, but those with the lowest
Look, I'm not gonna
IQ,
lie.
they might, but
Sometimes
those,
I'm a little
those with the
scared or
lowest
like
IQ, but
I'm
those with
afraid
the
of like
lowest
talking to
IQ.
people who are outside of my race because that was a pivotal moment for me because again, misinforming the audience is not something I have any interest in.
Testing. Testing. Hello? Max, is it on? Max, did you step on a wire again? Max, where is it? Where's the picture? Max, where's the picture, you freaking dog? Where's the picture?
She was sweet.
Why is this autoplay bullshit? Max, why are you letting the autoplay ads? Why are you letting the ads autoplay, Max? What the heck? Oh, I gotta get a new producer. Hello? Testing. 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 Hello? Is this thing on? I don't even know. If anyone knows? Does anybody know? Because I don't know. Do you know? Because I don't know. Testing. What do you mean you can't hear me, you little fucking cocksucker? Of course you can fucking hear me. Hold on, let me... What do you mean you can't hear me, you little fucking I heard myself, you little fucking freak. You little fuckface fucker. Hello? Testing. Testing. Alright, Jesus Christ. I'm just trying to do a show here and y'all are fucking up my bit. Y'all are fucking up my bit when I'm trying to do a goddamn... Y'all are flipping my bits right now, you little fucks. What a bunch of little cocksuckers I have watching my stream. Y'all motherfuckers are just flipping my bits like a motherfucker right now. Yeah, that's right. Computer joke. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Above It All program. Today is Friday. Friday is the day where I play this. Yeah! Because it's cool, and I'm cool, and you're cool for watching this show. But I got a show here today. I'm going to be following the same format I did yesterday, where I spend the first hour talking about things that matter, and then the second hour is going to be dumb bitch hour, which we got more dumb bitches, everybody. I know, right? But hopefully this will be the last day I do dumb bitch hour. Or not. I don't know. Let me know. Do y'all like dumb bitch hour? You know, I'm having fun with it. But anyway, can you do a poll on here? How do you do a poll? start a poll. Did that work? Anyway, welcome to the Above It All showgram. We're doing a showgram today. You know, is anyone showgram? A little bit, you know, yeah, I know showgram. It's like program, but it's like show. And, you know. All right. So, let's talk about things that matter. Such as... I'm sorry, let me laugh for a moment, get this out, okay? All right. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, you ever celebrate 4th of July? Right? Anyone out there celebrate? I know we have a lot of patriots that watch this show. People in my chat, you know, it just was 4th of July, Independence Day. Everyone's freaking out. They got their little fried barbecue bullshit. You know, you don't even need a grill anymore. We got wildfire smoke to just do it for you, right? So, and everyone here loves blowing their arms off, blowing their legs off with the fireworks that they don't know how to use. And, you know, even though there's countless amounts of YouTube tutorials you could look up, they still decide to blow their fucking faces off anyway to become a ghoul from Fallout. But hey, we love 4th of July around these parts. Anyway, one of my favorite parts about 4th of July, or just any holiday, is that there's always an uptick in stories like this. Florida couple charged in death of baby left in a hot car overnight after 4th of July party. Now, I have a question. Who the fuck does a 4th of July party and brings a baby? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm curious, okay? And second of all, what the fuck? All right, let's go. A Florida couple has been charged with aggravated manslaughter in the death of an 18-month-old girl who died after being left in a hot car overnight following a 4th of July party. Joel and Jasmine Rondon, both 33 and residents of Lakeland, went to a 4th of July celebration with their 3 young children and didn't return home until roughly 3 a.m. early next morning. The family left the party around 2 a.m. on Wednesday, Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd said in a news conference on Thursday. According to Judd, what kind of motherfucking name is Judd, by the way? Like, Jesus motherfucking Christ. You know? Like, I mean, if I were named Judd, I'd be like, oh, how do I get out of here, right? Like, but anyway, Jasmine took the older children, ages 8 and 6, into the home, telling Joel to bring the baby into the home. Joel said the car doors were open as he brought food trays into the home. Then he noticed the back door of the car was shut when he was done. He said he thought Jasmine brought the child inside. Goddamn. He went inside and laid down in bed with his wife. Neither husband nor wife asked each other if they had brought the victim inside. They went to sleep, according to the sheriff's office news release, at around 11 a.m. on Wednesday. As he was getting ready for work, Joel asked one of the children to go check on the baby in the bedroom, but the child told Joel the baby was not there, according to the release. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at this one, man. Because on my show, I have decided, as of a couple of weeks ago, that I'm just going to go full on the tough on parents. You know, some people may view this as an overcorrection. I disagree. I personally think it's an undercorrection, right? But this is a tough on parent show. Like, I'm sorry, man. I don't think that parents in this country know what the fuck they're doing. Like, this is like, I mean, how many goddamn times am I gonna sit here and do a story? I mean, I've done like, this is like a beat of mine now, dead baby and hot car. I've done like 20 of these stories in the last year, right? And it's like Like, the parents, like, are they just, like, so fucking stupid that they don't even understand where their child is? Like, I mean, motherfuck, right? I mean, like, yeah. And it's like, you know, we can only assume that these motherfuckers were on drugs or some shit. Like, who the fuck forgets their baby, right? Were they driving home at 3 a.m. from a 4th of July party on drugs, like, coked out of their mind, like, fucking drunk, you know? Like, what world, in what universe, right? How? I'm just asking. Like, as someone who is childless, I don't know, right? But I'm just asking, okay? How do you fucking forget your kid in the car? Like, I'm just trying to figure that. Where is this? In Texas or some shit? No, Florida. How do you do that? Like, okay, there's a heat wave, right? I mean, like, I'm trying to. You have a child, like, I don't know, you brought a motherfucker into this world, and then you just forget about them in the car? You know what, like, I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm just, like, and I want to say this, okay? If I were 18 months old today, and I still had the same parents, yo, I guarantee you I'd have been dead in a hot car. I'm not even joking with y'all motherfuckers. Like, if I did not grow up in New Jersey, and I grew up in, like, fucking Texas, I would have died in a hot car. I tell you, every time I do these stories, I tell you, my mom would leave me in a hot car when I was like fucking 4 years old. She probably did, you know, sometimes she'd leave the air conditioning on. Sometimes I'd just be like, oh God, man. You know, back in the day though, you had like the crank windows. Does anyone remember that shit? Where are the boomers at? Anyone? You just like, you know, you didn't have to like turn the car on. Nowadays, like cars are death traps, right? Right, if the car is not on, the windows can't be moved. Back in the day, though, I could just do this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, get some exercise. Man, that shit, like, when I was, like, 4 years old, 5 years old, man, I would have to get both hands. I'd be like, because, you know, we had an old car. So I'd be like, oh, my God. Right, like, it would be, like, crazy. Nowadays, you're in the hot car, you're just fucked, right? Like, you're just fucked. And yet parents haven't adapted to this new reality. Right, that's the thing. Like, parents just haven't adapted yet. I don't know. Like, I mean, I know humans are very adaptable creatures, but I mean, like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck do you leave your kid in a hot car, man? Fuck. You gotta be dumb. I mean, you gotta be dumb. And, like, I feel bad for the other two kids. Because, you know, I don't give a shit about these parents. I hope they rot in jail and cry themselves on their deathbed. But, like, these two other innocent kids that now have to deal with their little fucking sibling getting killed by their parents because they're dumb. And then now they're going to have 4th of July trauma for the rest of their lives. I mean, just like, you know, and this is something I do in my show, is I like to focus on the people surrounding the story. I don't give a shit about the parents. Fuck them. I hope they die in jail. But, you know, my point is that imagine you're 8 years old and your parents just murder your little sister, and now every time you hear fireworks, you're gonna be reminded that your parents murdered your little sister for no fucking reason. Like, I mean, just like, you know, like, I'm just trying to figure this one out, right? Like, I'm just trying to like grasp this. Like, do these parents have any fucking idea what they're doing? You know, like, these motherfuckers are 8 years old, 5 years old, 5 and 8, their lives are already ruined. Really? I mean, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, they were just born. They were fucking born. Like, I mean, 5 years ago, this bitch wasn't even alive, and now their life is ruined? Like, is this a joke, man? Like, what the fuck is wrong with parents in this country? Fuck. Anyway, let's keep going, because there's more. At that point, blah, 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 the couple rushed the baby to the lakeland. Okay, at that point, Joelle began looking for the child and then went outside and looked in the car, which was parked in the driveway in the full sun. Yo, fuck. Fuck me. The release said, before he found the child still strapped in her car seat and unresponsive. Oh boy. The couple rushed the baby to the Lakeland Regional Health Medical Center where she was pronounced dead. The heat index that day was 105 degrees. By the way, it was the hottest day on Earth. So I'm just throwing that one out there, okay? It was the hottest day on Earth. You know, until the next day, because it was the hottest day on Earth on Wednesday too. But when this baby died, I just want everyone to understand this. When this baby was fucking fried, cooked, medium or well done, it was the hottest day on Earth. I'm just, you know, context, right? You know, I'm just throwing that one out there, you know, for everyone else's enjoyment. The heat index that day was 105. Judd said on Thursday the child's internal body temperature was over 104. Jesus, motherfuck. I can't do it. I can't do it. At about 7 p.m. after the baby was pronounced dead, Joel and Jasmine underwent drug screening by the Department of Children and Families. According to the authorities, Joel tested positive for meth marijuana. I told you, motherfucker. I told you. Yeah, okay. I literally, rewind the tape. I told you, motherfuckers. Like, these guys, they brought their children to, like, a meth party on 4th of July, and then they killed their kid that morning. Like, I'm just telling, now again, I have no problem. If you want to use drugs, I use drugs. I don't use meth personally, but I use marijuana and alcohol. But you know what I don't do? I don't use them around kids. I also don't have kids. So if I were to ever be in a situation where a kid is present and I'm high out of my gourd, guess what? Not my responsibility. Not my responsibility. Why? Because it's not my fucking kid, right? So I just, again, I have no problem with drug use. I love drug use. All, shout outs to the drugs out there that, that keep people like us alive, right? But if you're having kids, maybe you shouldn't be doing meth. Maybe you shouldn't be doing alcohol. Weed, every once in a while, maybe, right? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing this out there, right? An idea. Food for thought, right? Just think about it, okay? An autopsy determined the child's manner of death as homicide, and her cause of death was hyperthermia due to being left in a car. Well, you don't say. Both Jasmine and Joel have been charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child. They were taken into custody. The couple's other children have been placed with relatives, the sheriff said. This rips your heart out. There's no other way to explain it, said Judd. This is not an accident. This is pure negligence, and I suggest to you the core of the negligence is the abuse of drugs and the use of drugs. Now, I disagree with this. Now, is it possible that drug use was the straw that broke the camel's back? Right? Maybe. But I'm telling you right now, these motherfuckers had an 8-year-old. Okay? I'm telling you right now. Having an 8-year-old, deciding to have a 5-year-old, and then deciding to have a third kid while you're constantly using drugs. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe the parents are just fucking stupid. I don't know. Maybe everything in the world isn't just drugs. Maybe, I don't know, think about it. Maybe parents in this, because there's plenty of these stories where, they'll talk about it. Oh, the parents were tested for drugs and they came negative for everything, right? Like, parents in this country are just trash. They're just garbage. We live in a shithole country with shithole parents. Now, I say this, and if this triggers you, cry about it. I don't give a fuck. My opinion is that 90% of parents are abusive in this country. That's my opinion, okay? That's my opinion. 90% of parents in the United States of America are child abuse perpetrators. Now, what do I mean by that, right? Let me expand. Well, think about this. How many people do you know in your life that have kids because they're narcissists? You ask them, oh, well, why do you want to have a kid? Well, I just want one. You ever hear this? First of all, it's taboo in our world to even ask someone, why do you want a kid? Like, someone says, oh, I'm pregnant, and then you respond with, oh, great, but why? And then they go like, right? Like, they just freak out because they've never thought of that, right? Like, because they're just following the script. What is the script that they indoctrinate you with in school, right? What are you going to be when you grow up? Also, you're gonna go out on dates, you're gonna kiss girls and boys, right? You're gonna fucking get married, you're gonna fuck, and then you're gonna have kids, right? That's the script, right? So people don't think about it. Like, people just, they fuck, they have kids, and then they go, well, I guess we're going, like, they never think about it, right? So you ever ask someone, like, hey, why are you having that kid, right? And then they go, like, well, I don't know, I just want kids. Oh, really? You can't have another, there's no other reason, you just want them? Like, you just want the kid. Now, I'm just telling you this, okay? Like, as a victim of an abusive childhood, I had a really fucked up childhood, okay? I don't want to be oppression Olympics out there. There's people that had more fucked up childhoods. There's people that have less, everyone's fucked up childhood matters in some way, right? It affects us all, everyone, regardless of if you had a great childhood, even. Your childhood affects who you are, right? They say that most of your personality is developed by the time you're 5, right? So just think about that, right? But think about this. when most parents only have kids because they were indoctrinated when they were kids into growing up to have kids, I don't know, man. I like, if I'm gonna have a kid, what am I gonna have a kid for? I wanna bring someone new into the world. I wanna love them. I wanna cherish them. I wanna have another human around me that I can love and cherish, and that I can, you know, teach them about the world. If I had a kid, you know what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't be doing meth at a July 4th party. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest with you, okay? And this is also why if I wanted to do meth at a July 4th party, I wouldn't have a motherfucking kid, right? And again, I'm just telling you right now. And I have another child segment coming up in a moment here, so maybe I'm gonna save. In fact, I'm gonna save that nugget for the next one. So anyway, dead kid in a hot car, July 4th party. But there's more. Fucked up parents. In fact, you know what? Let's just merge the segments. Fuck them. Like, this is just gonna be one big segment. We're gonna talk about dead kids. Mother grieves after young son shot and killed his 4-year-old sister inside Cumberland apartment. So shout outs to Cumberland. What kind of fucking name? Like, imagine someone's like, hey, where do you live? Where are you from? Oh, I'm from Cumberland. Like, what the fuck? Like, imagine having to say that shit, like, to another person. Like, my God. Anyway, Cumberland police said a 5-year-old boy shot and killed his 4-year-old sister, Dior Nita, inside their Cumberland apartment Wednesday afternoon. So, now, I'm just going to be honest with you. How the fuck is this possible? Okay? How the motherfucking... Like, I'm just asking. I'm curious. I just want to know. In what universe is a 4-year-old getting access to a gun and then killing his sister? Like, I'm asking you this. Like, the headline says, Mother grieves, right? Mother grieves. Okay? But maybe we should ask this mother, what the fuck's going on? Right? Like, ever... Okay, the mother is grieving. Okay, I get it. But, why is she grieving? Oh, well, because her kid's dead. Why is her kid dead? Oh, well, the other kid shot and killed them. So, why did that happen? I'm just curious. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we'll find out more. It's possible that we'll find out that the gun was secured, right? Like in that fucking, shooting in Newport News, right? Where they said, don't worry, guys. The kid brought the gun to school, but it's okay because the gun was secured. But the kid brought the gun to school, but it's okay because the gun was secured. Right? So anyway, we'll see. Their mother, Melody, is grieving the loss of one child and the trauma of another one who pulled the trigger. Melody spoke to 13 News Thursday in a brief interview before the mother of 5 was overcome with grief. Now, I just want to say this. I don't give a fuck about the mother. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about the mother. The mother can cry herself into a heart attack and die for all I fucking care. Fuck that bitch. And same goes for the father. Fuck that bitch. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. In what world? In what fucking world are you the victim when you raised kids to kill each other? I'm just saying. And how the fuck did they get the gun? We haven't found out yet. But this is what mainstream media loves to do. Oh, the parents are so sad. Oh my God, how could this have happened? Why? I don't know, maybe child abuse was going on. But our society doesn't like talking about child abuse, right? Our society likes to normalize child abuse. Like, I'm just asking, in what universe does a kid feel the need to get a gun and shoot their sister unless there's some fucked up shit going on in the home? I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there because no one else will. Melody shared a family photo just days before on July 4. Why is Melody sharing anything? This bitch should be in fucking jail right now. This bitch should be in motherfucking jail right now. Why is she sharing fucking photos with the goddamn news? What the fuck? Dior was a happy child until I facilitated her murder. Oh, sorry, that's my paraphrasing. Said Melody, her voice cracking with emotion. She was nice, sweet, and she was sweet, nice, and loving, and now she's dead because I'm a shitty mother. Melody said she spoke to Dior the last time when she came home to their Cumberland apartment during a break from work Wednesday afternoon. Oh, so they left the kids home alone? Is that what happened? So they left the kids home alone with a gun in the house. Is that what happened? Like, is this what I'm... And this bitch ain't in jail yet? Like, okay, so have you heard of a babysitter? Oh, you can't afford a babysitter. Have you heard of not having a child? Is that possible? My baby came downstairs and told me bye and that she loved me, Melody said. I went back to work and a couple hours later I got a call from my grandma saying my baby is dead. So did you leave them with the grandma? Follow-up question, where the fuck is the grandma in all of this? Was the grandma taking a nap while the fucking kids were shooting each other? Like, I'm just curious, right? I just want to know. I'm trying to, like, get to the bottom of this, right? Dior's great-grandmother... Oh, gee, okay, I get it, okay. So this isn't the kid's grandma. This is, okay, I understand. So Dior's great-grandmother was watching 5 children, ages 6 years old and under, at the apartment. So there's motherfucker. What is this, a daycare? Is this fucking shit a daycare facility? Like, I'm just curious. I want to know, right? Like, and why, if it is, right, a daycare facility, why the fuck are there guns in the house? Right? I don't know. I'm just like, why? Like, if you got 5, 6-year-olds and under, maybe you shouldn't have the guns in the house. Like, I'm just like, someone in the chat says, if the child is already here but they can't afford a babysitter, what should happen? They should sell the gun to a pawn shop, right? And then get a babysitter. So that's my answer to that question. Let's keep going. Investigators believe Dior's brother found a fully loaded 9mm handgun in a dresser drawer in an upstairs bedroom and accidentally shot his sister. Yeah, first of all, fully loaded 9mm, right, at daycare. Yo. Now, I want this great-grandma to be thinking, because, like, cause and effect here, motherfucker. Like, let's look at this great-grandma, right? Let's look at this great-grandma. I'm sorry, man. I know you don't want to hear this. What's going on with that great-grandma? What kind of kids did she raise? And what kind of kids did those kids raise? Right? To have several generations down the line. Oh, look, it's a gun. Boom. Right? Like, I'm just like, and what kind of dumb bitch has a daycare facility in their apartment with a fucking fully loaded gun in the bedroom? Like, I'm sorry, dude. Everyone involved needs to go to jail. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Fuck these parents. Fuck these grandmas. Why is this Melody bitch crying on the news? She should be in a jail cell. What the fuck? The children were downstairs with great-grandma. Cumberland Police Chief Suzanne Crook Woodland said, what kind of fucked up name is Crook Woodland? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to be here, like, you know, I got a fucked up name, like Rovenski. What the fuck does that mean? But I mean, like, Crook Woodland? Like, what? Alright, anyway. Grandma was changing the infant. The kids ran upstairs. Grandma was putting the baby's clothes back on him, and she heard the gunshot. And the 3 came downstairs in horror, crying, and said one of them had shot the other. Yo, I mean, again, what the fuck? And I'm sorry, if this is insensitive, if me laughing at dead kids is insensitive, you may be new here. The children were taken into protective custody. Now, here's another part of this, is protective custody also shit. Protective custody is also garbage in this country. We underfund child protective services, right? There's also all kinds of rampant abuse and torture and manipulation in child protective services, right? So that's a whole thing. And then also, let's just finish this article real quick here. The children, blah, blah, blah. Melody said she did not know that there was a gun in the apartment. Oh my fucking God, it was in the dresser drawer. How do you not know there was a gun in the dresser drawer? I'm just curious. Like, are you just saying that because you don't want to be in a jail cell? Like, I'm just like, I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this one. Investigators are waiting on test results to see who handled the gun to help determine who is the owner. Cumberland Police, emphasis on cum, reminded everyone to store their guns safely and securely where children can't get them. Free gun locks are, this is like when someone kills themselves, like, and then they put like if you are feeling suicidal, there is like a 1-800 or whatever, right? Free gun locks are available to Cumberland. I don't think a gun lock would have really done much help here when it comes when it comes to the intelligence of these fucking family members, man. I would like to think at this point people would be so tired of seeing these tragedies on the news that they would step up and do something more to secure their firearms. Hey, I don't know, man. Oh, now I just want to say one more thing real quick on the subject of parents. and this may sound shocker to you. Now, again, earlier I said 90% of parents are abusers. Now, does that mean that necessarily the parents are evil, right? Beyond reproach, never to be possibly reasoned with? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But the problem is parents in this society are coddled. They're coddled. Everyone treats parents with kid gloves. Oh, it's so hard being a parent. Oh my God, it's so stressful. And this is all true, right? But what this kind of culture does is it normalizes abusive parenting tactics, right? You ever hear someone, oh, your kid's crying, right? So just let them cry until they stop crying. You ever hear this? This is a famous Jordan Peterson line. Y'all know Jordan Peterson. This guy says, if your kid is crying, let them cry themselves to sleep. What? Right, but that's normal. You ever get told this shit to the parents out there? You ever do this shit? Think about it. I'm just curious, right? I'm not trying to cancel you or whatever. I'm just like, right. Like, think about how fucked up that is. Your child is crying, but you're a selfish little fucking narcissist and you want to get fucking nap time in. So you're just going to let your child cry themselves to sleep? What? Right? And then we normalize child abuse in the form of negligence. That's what that is, right? Also, I personally believe, and this is maybe a little bit out there of, you may consider this a little woo, right? This bitch is crazy. I believe a 2-parent household is fundamentally abusive. That's right. I didn't say, now, just to be clear, I was raised by a single mother, right? So I understand the dangers of a 1-parent household, but I'm going to sit up here and tell you a 2-parent household is also abusive. Because why? Because it is fundamentally an unjust hierarchy. Parents should not have the power that they have over their kids. Why? Well, think about it in simple terms of, oh, what if you leave your kids alone home with a gun? Or, oh, what if I left my kid in a hot car and no one's, has a check on my ass, right? But then also think about it in this way, right? Parents have the sole power to shape the worldview of children. Why are there people alive right now who support slavery, right? Think about it. Why are there people alive right now who, talk about all their lives, how much they hate black people and how much all the criminals and the rapists coming through the border? How is this possible? Right? It's because generations and generations of shitty fucking parents are able to manipulate their stupid fucking kids into fucking, repeating the abuse of trauma and racism and evil, right? And no one has a check on them. Not even schools have a check on them, really. I mean, this is a current thing people love to complain about. Parents' rights. Fuck parents' rights. Fuck you. If you're a parent, you should have no rights, motherfucker. But anyway, we got a bunch of stupid-ass parents, and I don't know why this Melody bitch ain't in jail. I don't know why this great-grandma ain't in jail. I'm just curious, right? Like, are they in jail? Maybe they are. We just don't know yet. But I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't know. If you can't think of more than one reason to have a kid other than, well, I kind of just want one. I don't know, man. You're a piece of shit. Alright, so anyway, that's the first segment of the day. Fucking 40 minutes in, and I've only done one of these. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. I got some, people are giving me money for some reason. Alright, we got Adrian Vixen. Welcome to Cool. Fun P, $4.99. I got accepted into a program for the next few weeks, so I won't be here every day, but I'll be back. Peace emoji, blue heart emoji. Here's some money for the show. Hi, Courtney. Whoa. Woohoo! Donald James X, member for 10 months. Good morning. Yo, I'm sorry, Don James. What a stupid thing to say, man. Like, y'all got the fucking highlighted chat message, and y'all motherfuckers are just saying, good morning. Hi. Hey, how's everyone going? No, just kidding. We got Vil Doc Val, Anna Banana Kasparian Rastafarian Flame the Fakes. $4.99. Yes. YouTube is like not letting me scroll up for some reason. We got Matthew Upchurch, member, 9:47 a.m. Yo, this motherfucker was a member before the show started. What the hell? $4.99 Fun P. Jesus Christ. Andrea, your food rants worked. I got motivation. I've lost 23 pounds in the past 5 weeks. Holy shit, cock. Holy fucking balls. Holy balls. Anyway, I saw some people in the chat saying that they're new here. Now I just want to say this. I know that there are an influx of people coming into my show because I've been getting myself involved in some internet debates or whatever. But you know, most people that are new here, they don't last the first couple shows. So, you know, I'm just throwing that out there. If you can make it to like show number 3, you know, maybe you'll fit in here. But you know, I'm just saying, I say a lot of crazy ass shit on my show, so you know, just be careful. Also, there's a lot of new people here, so you might not know just how awesome I am. In fact, I'm so awesome that not only am I the premier thought leader, emphasis on thought, T-H-O-T, and one of the world's most intelligent intellectuals and philosophers, but hey, you know, I'm also one of the best Doom speedrunners in the history of the world. So, you know, Doom 1993, Doom 2 1994. I'm one of the best in the entire world. So I have another channel. I want to get monetized on that bitch. So you can subscribe to that bitch, and then essentially you'll subscribe, and then like 6 months later, I might get some money out of it. Like, it's a good deal, right? Like, that's a good deal, right? Like, I'm just saying, like, it's a free thing. Unring the bell. I don't give a shit. Don't watch a single video, whatever. Subscribe and help me out. Just do me a fucking favor. Do me a fucking favor for once in your fucking lives, okay? Jamal G, I can only limit to Fridays because I work during the week. Well, you know, hopefully you watch some replays, you know? You don't believe me? What do you mean you don't believe me? Like, what don't you believe, motherfucker? Like, you understand that there's, like, stream delay here, right? Like, there's, like, a fucking 10-second, stream delay. Y'all motherfuckers, I swear to God, if you question my credentials one more motherfucking time, I've been too busy with this fucking channel to even get, you know? I'm trying to get to #1 over here, motherfuckers, and y'all are, like, distracting me with this fucking internet flame war, okay? Leave me alone. Goddamn, okay? Fuck. But I got more. Hold up. The whole system is a hierarchy. I knew I didn't want kids. I agree with that statement. Yo, what the fuck? It is getting hot in here. Look at this. Look at that. You see that air conditioner? We got a fucking goddamn MERV filter on this shit. You see this? How to protect yourself from wildfire smoke. Get a fucking air-conditioned size MERV filter, motherfucker. I'm telling you, the air in my domicile is fucking immaculate. It's immaculate right now. I'm telling you as a matter of fact. You don't believe me, right? But I'm telling you, as a matter of fact, I got immaculate air. It's like a motherfucking still air box in this bitch, okay? Where can I watch your replays? I mean, here, you know. I'm not one of those streamers that does that thing where, like, when the stream ends, the stream is then hidden. You know when streamers do that? Like, they do a stream, and then as soon as it's over, it just disappears from the world. I'm not, you know, every stream I do is just recorded, so. Immediately viewable. Alright, y'all. Okay. Something I haven't talked about on my show in, like, I don't know, 3 weeks. Do you drink tap water? Actually, let's rewind a bit. I'm sorry. Do you drink water? Most Americans don't actually drink water. Think about this. Maybe they'll have a glass of water or whatever before bed, or a bottle of water, whatever. But, like, when I say do you drink water, what I mean is, do you fucking drink water? Like, you know, throughout the whole day. I'm not talking about, oh man, I woke up and like, you know when you wake up and you're like, and then some people might reach for some water, right, and then spit the water out or whatever. I'm not talking about that fucking shit. I'm saying, do you drink water throughout the goddamn day? Because if not, you're a dumbass. But if you're drinking tap water, study forever chemicals detected in nearly half of U.S. tap water. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. There's a little bit of a misleading headline here, because forever chemicals are found in half of U.S. tap water, but also forever chemicals are not the only toxic compound found in tap water. So, if you did a meta-analysis of all the different toxic compounds, tap water is pretty much poisoned in about 90% of American zip codes. Now, you can assume, based on your cursory understanding of how capitalism works, what zip codes are more likely to have high-quality tap water, right? But PFAS is one of the most pervasive toxic compounds, and I'm not going to lie to you. The idea that it's in half of U.S. water, to me, I think that that's not true. I think it's in almost all the tap water. I even think that it's in... I would be willing to bet you it's in 100% of tap water. Why? PFAS is in the fucking dirt. PFAS floats in the fucking atmosphere. PFAS is in the food. If you eat meat... Do you eat meat, by the way? All the meat eaters out there. If you eat meat, you're eating PFAS. Hey, vegetarians, where are we at? If you do not eat organic, you're eating PFAS. Now, even if you are eating organic, you might also be eating PFAS, but theoretically it should be a lesser amount. PFAS is motherfucking everywhere. So the idea that it's only in half of U.S. tap water, needless to say, I'm skeptical of that claim, but let's find out here what Axios has to say. At least 45% of U.S. tap water is estimated to be contaminated with forever chemicals, according to new U.S. Geological Survey research. Why it matters. I hope Axios is going to zoom us in a moment here. Exposure to certain levels of these synthetic compounds, referred to collectively as PFAS, have been linked to adverse health effects in humans and animals, including an increased risk of cancer. I got 2 words for y'all motherfuckers. Reverse osmosis. Just throwing that out there. Not just for PFAS, but for all kinds of toxic compounds in the water. Just throwing that out there. Quote, millions of people have been drinking a toxic forever chemical linked to cancer all their lives and are only discovering it today. Scott Faber, the senior vice president of the government affairs at the Environmental Working Group, told the Washington Post Thursday. The USGS study tested for the presence of 32 types of these extremely durable chemicals in water samples from more than 700 locations. So only 32 types is a big red flag. And then only 700 locations is also a big red flag. USGS scientists tested water collected directly from people's kitchen sinks across the nation, providing the most comprehensive study to date on PFAS and tap water from both private wells and public supplies. What they found. The study estimates that at least one type of PFAS of those that were monitored could be present in nearly half of tap water in the U.S. PFAS concentrations were similar between public supplies and private wells. The contamination was mostly detected in water sources from urban areas. You don't say. Researchers found the greatest exposures in the Great Plains, Great Lakes, Eastern Seaboard, and Central and Southern California, according to the study. Of note, the research builds on previous study findings, indicating the widespread effects of these chemicals that are used in various non-stick, water-repellent, and fire-resistant industrial consumer products such as cookware, food packaging, and firefighting materials. If you have ever purchased a non-stick pan, you might have been better off buying a carton of cigarettes every day, my man. Now, don't quote me on that, but I'm just saying. Non-stick pan is killing yo shit. And also food packaging. You ever notice how you know what the word perforation means, right? You ever see these like plastic ass food packaging, right? That's perforated, right? You know, like where you just go like, boop, 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 boop. You know what that does? Is it releases like a bunch of microplastics. And if the plastic itself is treated in a way that contaminates it with PFAS, all right? Every time you do this perforated bullshit, it explodes microplastics and PFAS into your food or just into the air, right? So I'm just saying, if you're buying food packaging and it's got that boop, 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 you know what I mean. That shit's fucking your shit up, okay? The Environmental Protection Agency issued a health advisory last year saying the newly available science showed that certain types of these per and polyfluoroalkyl substances were more dangerous than previously thought. For the record, there are over 12,000 types of PFAS. Now, keep in mind, they only looked at, 36? Not all of which can be detected with current tests. I love it. What they're saying, Jamie DeWitt, a professor of pharmacology, blah, 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 says, quote, there have been almost no place scientists have looked where they have not found PFAS. And this is why I'm saying 45%. Really, it's only in 45%. You expect me to believe, knowing everything I know about motherfucking PFAS, that shit's only in 45 motherfucking percent? Nah, no, not buying it. Not buying it. The EPA proposed in March the first ever federal regulations that would require utilities to remove PFAS from drinking water before they reach households and businesses. That's not gonna fucking happen. I'm sorry. That shit's just not gonna happen. Anyway, so we're fucked. You know, in case anyone didn't know, I just thought I'd let everyone know that we're fucked. And if you're drinking water, don't drink tap water, and also probably don't drink bottled water. I'm just gonna go out there and tell you 2 words: reverse osmosis. All right, just think about it. It's an expensive thing, high upfront cost, but it's better than buying bottled water, and it's better than tap water, and your health is more important than money. I want everyone in my fucking goddamn stream to understand this shit. All of my viewers, I want, like, if there's a key takeaway, your health is more important than money, okay? I don't give a fuck, all right? How much you want to buy a fucking microtransaction for the latest Madden game or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how much you want to buy this stupid Taylor Swift album. Health is more important than money, okay? So, factor that in. Get yourself some equipment, because, again, think about it. Sooner the better. Sooner the better. Motherfuckers, you get that shit now, 10 years from now, you're going to be at an advantage compared to everyone else. You get that shit in 10 years, well, it might already be too late. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Easier said than done. Am I right, people? Oh. How does the reverse osmosis work? I would not be able to answer that question in a way that would be better than if you just looked it up yourself. And I'm not trying to say that to be rude. I should study how to explain that. But, you know, I would just recommend looking it up yourself. Semi-permeable membrane. I love semi-permeable membranes. Those are my favorite. You have to survive at least 3 roastings to move beyond new user level. Realon is that's so true. Like, you gotta, like, be willing to say some stupid shit in the chat and then listen to me yell at you for at least 15 minutes. That's initiation. Up until that point, you're just treading water. Don't worry, y'all. I get it. It's 10:55. But dumb bitch hour starts at 11, okay? So let's just get the... Well, alright. Transition piece. Here's the compromise. Transition piece for dumb bitch hour, alright? I'll let you have this one. So, I just want to say, first of all, that there's a dog right here. Hey, Max. He's going under the table. But I just want to say... Whatever happened to the free speech warriors of yesteryear, right? Whatever happened to people, right, that would just say curse words just because it's fun? Like, whatever. I'm just curious. Like, what happened to these guys, right? These guys used to identify as, like, free speech warriors. They used to be, like, you know, right-wingers, Republicans. Right now, all the Republicans are a bunch of uppity little babies. They're a bunch of, like, whiny little freaks, right? Exhibit 79,453,400,79555555394. Marjorie Taylor Greene ousted from the House Freedom Caucus. Now, I just want to say this is a great picture of her. Damn, this, like, her skin looked like it's been burned to a crisp. I mean, I guess that's what living in Georgia your whole life does to you. But, fuck. Fresh off a confirmation that she had been booted from a caucus of far-right members of Congress, U.S. Rep. MTG said she is not going to change her ways. And in a subtle dig at her colleagues, the Rome Republican said she has more important things to worry about. Quote, "The gap has less than 2 years to show America what a strong, unified Republican-led Congress will do in President Trump as the White House since 2024. She said in a statement to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, "This is my focus, nothing else." Politico first reported that shortly before members of the House left for a 2-week recess in late June, a vote was taken during a meeting of the House Freedom Caucus on Green status within the group. On Thursday, Politico confirmed that she had been removed from the rolls. Quote, "A vote was taken to remove Marjorie Taylor Greene from the House Freedom Caucus for some of the things she's done." Freedom Caucus board member Andy Harris, a Maryland Republican, told Politico later when asked if Greene had been kicked out. He said, "As far as I know, that is the way it is." But why? I ask you this. Why did she get kicked out? What happened here? Let's keep it, Greene is not the only House Freedom Caucus member to have supported Speaker Kevin McCarthy, both in his rise to power, blah, 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 but Greene may have been more willing to publicly criticize caucus members. During deliberations on lifting the debt ceiling, she accused colleagues who criticized McCarthy's willingness to compromise of having an impractical approach to governing. "I'm just not going to be allowed in the United States to default. It's just got the wrong thing to do," she told AJC in April. "So I just think what we got to do is we got to negotiate, and then there's got to be a level of maturity." Some conservatives were angry at Greene's language. Uh-oh, straw that broke the camel's back. Naughty words. Toward U.S. Representative Lauren Boebert during a confrontation on the House floor the day before the caucus members met for a vote. During that exchange, which by all accounts Boebert initiated, Greene reportedly called her fellow second-term lawmaker a little bitch. Ah! Yo. Woo. Yo, now again, I just want to say this is the first and only time probably you will ever see me defending Marjorie Taylor Greene. Alright? She got kicked out of the Freedom Caucus because she called someone a bitch. Let that sink in. She got kicked out of the Freedom Caucus for calling someone a bitch. One more time. The Freedom Caucus kicked her out because she said someone was a bitch. Holy Macintosh, man. Holy fucking moly. Fuck. My America First credentials guided by my Christian faith are forged in steel and seared into my character, and that will never change. Yo, this bitch's Christian faith is forged in steel? Like, my God, where'd she get that line from? But anyway, That's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna turn my air conditioner off now, or I'm gonna turn it down because it's getting a little too cold. A little too cold. But I'm just, like, what happened to Republicans, man? Because I'm just curious. Like, the only thing I ever liked about Republicans ever at any point in my life was that they said bad words. And now all of a sudden, they're a bunch of pussies. But wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. What have I told you, right? That they've always been pussies. They've always been. They've always been pussies. The whole time. And this whole free speech thing, they just made it up. It was a charade. They never actually believed this shit. Like, you think right-wingers actually believed in free speech? I mean, come on, man. Like, how dumb do you gotta be? How dumb does a motherfucking dumb bitch gotta be to believe that these dumb bitches actually, for even a single second of their lives, gave a fuck about freedom of speech? Again, one more time. The Freedom Caucus banned someone from the caucus because she was using her own free speech. Think about that, man. Fuck. Are y'all ready to get into Dumb Bitch Hour? That was a little bit of a transitional piece. We're gonna get into Dumb Bitch Hour here pretty soon here. Goddamn Dumb Bitch Hour, man. Alright. Oh my god, I gotta stretch my fucking... Alright. Whew. Let me drink some coffee. Trying to collect. All right. So, I'm going to be wading in here. I'm going to be having fun. Bear with me. Right? Bear with me. But one thing that I enjoy doing that maybe is detrimental to my health in some ways is I love reacting and making fun of fanboys on my channel. Now, to me, the psychology of a fanboy is fascinating. Okay? Like somebody that is willing to literally write paragraphs upon paragraphs upon paragraphs of cringe to defend someone that they have a parasocial relationship with, it to me is endlessly entertaining. Right? And so, frequently on my show for the last week, I have been covering the downfall of the unhinged conservative YouTuber Anna Kasparian. And she is reaching out to a wider audience and collecting a whole new slew of fanboys, right? And these fanboys furiously search her name on the internet to defend her honor, and I would like to read some of the messages that these fanboys have written to me. Now again, I'm just going to be honest with you, I haven't read these yet, right? So they could be actual poignant critiques, and we'll deal with them if they come. But I just assume anyone writing a wall of text is probably dumb. Is that my assumption? Maybe. Is it an unfair assumption? Maybe. That said, we're going to jump in and we're going to engage with some fanboy comments here. So, I posted this tweet that has a collection of these walls of text. Like, these two are just great. And I want to read them. I want to read them because this is what the Anna Kasparian fans are saying. So I want to sit here and take a moment to enjoy some fanboy comments. So this is from Process Psych. Now, Jen, if you see this video and you're thinking, damn, this bitch reads comments, damn right I do. Feel free to post your own in the comments here. 1. You're isolating a soundbite, and you just keep saying, wow, wow, and making voices and cackling. You haven't added anything to the conversation. Then called it racist without adding any sort of useful insight. Now, just to be clear, this isn't a video where I spoke at length, right, about how I believe Anna Kasparian is weaponizing her trauma for this conservative heel turn and all that kind of stuff. Right, but what is this video clip that I played that was so dastardly and devious?
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or like, I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race because.
Now, I hear that clip, and my reaction is, wow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, in what universe do you hear some dumb bitch going out there saying, I'm afraid to talk to people outside of my race, and you have any other reaction other than, wow? So I'm just like, I'm just throwing that out there, okay? Just throwing it out here, okay? Food for thought. 2, you are ignoring what she said, what she started to say, and what the context is. With whom she is talking, question mark. She started to say she feels hesitant. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't give a fuck what she said afterward, okay? But I do know what she said afterward. She basically said, Olayemi bullied me and called me racist, and I interpreted that as her calling every white person who's ever been born a racist, even though Olayemi never said that. Which in turn, to believe that a black person criticizing a white person makes that black person hate all white people, that is racist. That is a racist stereotype. Oh, a black person criticized me? Well, they must hate all white people. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's racist. That's some racist ass shit. Okay. So, number 3. She didn't say she was afraid of being hurt. Quote, stepping in it meant she didn't want to offend someone and face public shame. Yo. Yo, I mean, okay. So she is afraid to talk to non-white people because she doesn't want public shame. Now, okay, so she doesn't want public shame, but she goes on a right-wing show and tells everyone she doesn't want to talk to non-white people. She goes on a right-wing show and says, yeah, I would have shot those protesters too if I were Rittenhouse. Yo. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. If your goal was to avoid public shame, you would not be going on the Lilo and Stitch show and saying some crazy fucked up. Okay. Oh, boy. As a public persona working in media for 17 years, as you said, for coming across as a racist person was just trying to be sensitive to people from other... Now, what are we talking about here?
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or like, I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race because...
That's her being sensitive to minorities? Now, if that is Anna Kasparian being sensitive, then I'm curious what being insensitive would be. I just want to know. I'm curious. I'm trying to turn this shit off. So, but anyway, that is Anna Kasparian being sensitive. Let's just try to be sensitive to people from other ethnic backgrounds and simultaneously not destroy her public-facing career. Well, she's doing a really good job. She's implying that there's a sense of risk. I mean, who doesn't experience some degree of anxiety about the unknown? Okay. So she says she's afraid to talk to non-white people, and this motherfucker's like, well, who doesn't be afraid of the unknown? Like, bro, are we talking about aliens or some shit? Are we talking about, like, a tsunami coming out of a fucking, like, the Marianas Trench? Like, what are we talking about? We're afraid of the unknown. Are we talking about Bigfoot? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm just like, what? Now, again, I just want to be clear. I have not read this yet. I'm reading this for the first time. But it seems like my guess was correct and that this was a fucking fanboy. So let's keep going. 4. The main point. What was the conversation about? What were they talking about speaking across the aisle with regular people or from different parties, ideological backgrounds who do not have political power? In other words, she was sympathizing with people or regular working class people whose opinions are based on their everyday life and material needs. Saying you're afraid. Now again, this is what we're talking. This is on a video with this is the topic of discussion.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or like I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race because
now that is her speaking to the concerns of working people, normal people, I should say. They should say, right? Normal people, regular people. You know, those regular people, aka the not minorities. Oh, goddamn. They were talking about the knee-jerk reaction tendency of the left to call out individuals as racist, rather than address the structures of power that are racist due to the momentum of history and racist decision-making. Rather, like, as if that's we have to choose, right? Like, what? We have to choose between attacking the system or attacking individuals that are fucked up? Have you heard of both? Like, so yes, our country is racist. That is a fact. But also, there are people in this country that are racist. Let's keep going. One of my favorite kinds of fanboy is the concern troll. And this is why my show is called Above It All. Right? Because these motherfuckers, man, right? They always act like they're high and mighty, man. They're above it all, man. We're just so concerned. Man, we're just trying to, like, speak to the regular people, man. Not those, you know, the black people and the gay people. No, we're not. The regular people, man. Woo! Let's keep going. In other words, we do have a common reading point with other fellow humans. I'm not punching down on people that have political power analysis missed the mark entirely. Yo, Anna Kasparian. This is something I called Anna Kasparian an uppity bitch on Twitter, and I stand by that. And I had motherfuckers telling me I'm punching down, and then this motherfucker's telling me I'm punching down. Yo, I have 10,000 YouTube subscribers. This bitch has like 1 million. I don't know how many millions of YouTube subscribers does TYT have. I don't even know. She is a rich white lady. I am a poor trans woman. Like, in what fucking universe is me making fun of her punching down? Like, I'm just curious. I want to know. Like, I'm trying to figure this one out. You know what I mean? Like, what? She was literally showing empathy to regular people on the political right. Showing empathy to regular people, you know, by saying, yeah, you're afraid to talk to the blacks? Me too, bro! Yeah, that's showing empathy to regular people. Yo, I just want to say, if someone ever went into someone else's YouTube comments to defend me like this, yo, I would excise you from my chat. I'm just telling you right now, if you ever, this is a word of warning, go into someone else's YouTube comments and write something this cringe, I am going to, like, vote you off the island as soon as I find out about it, man. I'm telling you, if y'all are going to defend me, y'all are going to defend me with facts, logic, and you're going to be funny about it. You're not going to do this fucking shit, okay? I'm just letting you know that right now. We got more. Now, again, I haven't read this. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, I just haven't read it. When she's saying things I agree with, Queen Anna, protector of the downtrodden. When she says things I disagree with, dumb dummy, dishonest schemer. Now, I just want to say, I haven't heard Anna say anything I agree with in recent times. I don't watch her show. Every time I've ever seen her trending in the news, it's been saying some fucked up shit I don't agree with. So this is one thing that these concern troll fanboys love to do, is they love to pretend as if like Anna Kasparian is like a far leftist, because they're so fucking stupid that they think a capitalist rich white lady who hates black people and homeless people is like the poster child of a left winger, because they're fucking stupid, right? But like I have never said shit like Queen and like what the fuck is this guy talking about, right? Well, let's keep going. Are you starting to see the problem with identity politics? No, I'm not actually. I'm not actually starting to see the problem. Sorry. You might need to be a little more clear. Anna and Jank were never in your corner. They told you what you wanted to hear. They felt the change of the wind direction a year ago, and our choreographing is switched to the right. Now, I agree with that. I agree with that one. Right? That's true. But the idea that I've ever fucking, like, been a cheerleader of TYT, right? Like, I've seen maybe a couple segments where I'm like, alright, that's pretty good. But, like, the idea, like, that someone's gonna come onto my channel and just because I'm, like, trans or a woman or a leftist that I, like, love TYT is fucking absurd, man. Like, it's fucking absurd, bro. But I'm glad that this fanboy understands, yeah, these guys are maybe not as truthful as they claim to be. Now they're telling the right the things that I want to hear. She's perceptive enough to sense the shift of popular opinion and evolving narratives, and when it's too late, you will too. So this bitch is telling me I'm like, it's inevitable. Every left-winger is inevitably going to go on a media tour talking about how if they were in Kyle Rittenhouse's shoes, they would shoot the protesters too. It's just inevitable. And this is the problem with these people, fanboys and like professional media commentators, is politics is not about philosophy to them. Politics is not about principle. It's about what color shirt are you wearing. I mean, this motherfucker admits it. This motherfucker says my political ideology is whatever is popular, I will also say. Really? I mean, didn't the right wing come up with the NPC meme? Like, I'm just like, does anyone know this NPC meme? Like, didn't the right wing come up with this? You know, like the little drawing of the dumbass with like the fucking eyeballs. Like, these motherfuckers are just saying like, my politics is that way. Like, I mean, like, why would you admit that to anybody? Like, I'm just curious. Like, why would you ever say my politics is agreeing with whatever is popular? That's not politics. That's you trying to fit in at the cool kids' lunch table in fucking 9th grade. That's not politics, you dumb bitch. Like, what? What? Alright, let's keep going. Alright, where were we? I gotta get my mouse here. All your friends who have been on the woke bandwagon because they were going along with what they perceive to be the group identity or the group virtue will jump off the wagon and go hard tilt right. Yo. Like, is this guy just saying every leftist is only in it for clout and for identity and branding? Because, again, that's saying a lot about you, and that's not saying anything about me. Let's keep going. It could be your lover. It could be your political hero. It could be another queer person like Buck Angel. Yo, I just want to say, like, for anyone that doesn't know, I got into a Twitter spat with Buck Angel not too long ago. Maybe a year ago. That motherfucking dumb bitch blocked me, right? So, Buck Angel is a scam artist. He's a snake oil salesman. He sells, like, this fake fucking, like, you know, trans therapy, healthcare, like, combo pack bullshit. The guy's a fucking loser. The guy's a scam artist, little fuck bag, all right? But I love that that's this guy's go-to. Yeah, Buck Angel, yeah. Or a person of color, like Candace Owens. TLC is funded by corporate billionaires. Yeah, I know. That's what I said in the video. I said that in the video. Do you really think the billionaires and corporations are on your side? Because, like, this, my favorite part is when someone, like, watches 20 seconds of a video, pauses it, and then, like, spends 9 hours writing a fucking novel in the comment section. Like, I love that shit, man. Do you really think the billionaires, the corporations, are on your side because they changed their banner to a rainbow for Pride Month? Yo, These motherfuckers. I know that they know nothing about my show, and it's obvious, but man, oh man. Do you really think that when George Soros gives a bunch of money to you that he identifies with you? Yo, I mean, just to be honest with you, George Soros has not given me any money. I don't know where this guy got that from, but hey, I'm just saying. To be clear, as far as I'm aware, George Soros is not funding my show. I don't even really, there's not many people funding my show, like, and I wish, you know, if George Soros, little, you know, Papa Georgie, if you're out there watching, you know, sprinkle a little my way, okay? All right, let's keep going. Do you really think that this... Yo, I'm sorry. I just broke for a moment. Do you really think that the CIA has your best interests at heart when they include queerness in their recruitment ads? Sky thinks I like this. Yo, I just want to, like, if you have watched even a couple minutes of my show, right? Imagine, right? Just imagine, okay? Imagine watching my videos and going like, this bitch loves the CIA. What? Okay, let's keep going. I saw, wait, no. Mr. Lion, get social media platforms to ban the people that disagree with you? The CIA is banning people who disagree with me? Well, thanks, CIA. I didn't know you were on my side, but apparently that's news to me. This motherfucker's like, do you think the CIA is on your side when they're banning people on social media that disagree with you? Because, I mean, that's not happening, but if it were happening, that would be evidence that they're on my side. But, you know, it's not happening, right? So I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. All right, let me move this shit. Do you really think the censorship is a tool that will always be used to your benefit? Yo, what is this guy talking about? Like, this guy's having a fever dream in my comment section, man. Right? What the fuck? Like, when... Like, okay, I'm just curious. Have I ever advocated for censorship? Like, does anyone want to know? Like, can someone find me this video where I've gone out there and saying, like, I believe that these people deserve to be censored. Censor. Like, in fact, I believe the opposite. I want people to say dumb shit on the internet so I can make fun of them. Like, this is what I like. This video proves I love when people embarrass themselves publicly and I get to watch. Like, that, to me, I love it. So, what? What? Okay. I saw the liberal 70s. I was a teen at the edge of the moral majority. I dressed metrosexual in the late 80s and saw the rise of nihilism in the 90s. I have seen one consistent dive through it all. It wasn't liberal and conservative. It wasn't queer versus straight. It wasn't black versus white. It was rich versus poor. And again, so this motherfucker... I just like, the idea that someone can say it's rich versus poor, but then also not understand that rich people fund racist organizations to stoke racial tensions, to they fund like groups like Moms for Liberty to stoke tensions between trans people and cis people, gay people and straight people. That's what rich people do, right? That's what they fucking do. That's like part of the fucking game plan. That's what they do. It's in the fucking DNA, motherfucker. God, I hate. And this guy's apparently like, what, 50 years old? Like, this guy he went through the liberal 70s. Like, what is this fucking guy, 50, 60 years old? How old is this? Why is a fucking boomer trying to fucking, like, what is this, dude? Like, what are you doing with your life? Do you have kids? Do you have grandkids? Like, do you have a job that you should be... Why are you, like, fucking posting this fanboy garbage in my comment section, man? Like, what the fuck? Holy mackerel. All right. Where was I? And every time the rich got, but I can't see this because the arrow is here, but the rich got more and the poor got poorer, and it was because through it all, corporations and the rich capitalized on and fostered the others' divides. So, okay, so this guy is acknowledging that the rich fund division, but is also saying that division does not exist. So the rich funds division, and the rich are powerful, but every time they fund division, all the division is fake. What? All right. Okay. Anna and Jake want to end up on the side of the rich. That's true. The rich use their control of the media to create mindless dum-dums that they can distract and manipulate and indoctrinate. That includes wokers, like this is an enlightened centrist. Wokers? What the fuck are wokers? QAnon, MAGAs, and TYT fans, liberals and conservatives. They don't care which of you claims the higher virtue. Yeah, no shit, dumbass. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I have never in my life ever watched like a 2-second clip and then decided to write a fucking novel about my, like, how dumb I am in their comment section. I just want to be honest. I've never done that. But again, this one gave me a curveball. Not gonna lie to you. So maybe it's unfair to call them a fanboy. Not sure. I'm still gonna call him a fanboy anyway, though. I hate Anna. Ugh. She's pro-free speech. Except she doesn't allow any debate on her show that she controls. So she's pro-free speech. Except for, you know, that show that she's the executive producer on. And she can have anyone debate her on the show. And she chooses all the guests. And she chooses not to invite people on the show. But she's pro-free speech. Okay. Pro-human equality. What? Pro-justice against crime. She doesn't want to abolish prisons and cops. She believes in biology, psychology, history. The same bitch who said that the civil rights movement was nonviolent believes in history. Oh, fuck my fucking face, man. Holy shit. Hateful sciences and hate facts. She's against open borders, even against eating babies. She's against political prisoners and public executions. I mean, this guy apparently knows a lot about Anna's personal philosophy. I didn't even know that she was against eating babies. If you were to ask me, do you think Anna Kasparian supports eating babies? I'd go, I don't know, man. It's a toss-up. So I'm glad this guy clarified that. She doesn't want a woke theocracy. What's even leftist about her? We all know what true K-volt leftism is about. Now, I just want to be honest with you. This is the average caliber of what Anna Kasparian is appealing to. Right? Like, Anna Kasparian is like, these are the people I want to watch my show. Like, if that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about this stupid-ass bitch, right? This is the person, these are the kinds of caliber of intellectuals that she is courting here. She's like, oh, yeah? This guy? Bring your friends, you know? All right, let's keep going. I got one more. If anyone likes this, by the way, feel free. Maybe I'll do more of these. As soon as someone says something y'all don't like, y'all form like Voltron and turn into the right. Okay. Y'all are the biggest crabblies out there. Being called a birthing person is stupid and disrespectful to moms. Men don't give birth. Men and women's sports is unfair and everyone knows it. The whole LGBT community is weird. Buddy is a man if he's nobody. Unless he constantly plays the victim like Cuffles trying to nobody kinds of bodies to play. This is who Anna Kasparian is appealing to. And I want you all to understand, why am I reading you this comment? Because Anna Kasparian went on a right-wing show, cried like a little bitch, and then a bunch of fucking fanboy losers decided to search her name in the YouTube box to post this fucking cringe, man. Like, oh my god, man, fuck. But, like, we're the cry bullies. Right? Like, this isn't the cry bully, right?
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race because
That's not a cry bully. No. She is not crying, and she is not a bully. But when I call her a dumb bitch, I'm a cry bully all of a sudden? Okay. Interesting. So again, this is Anna Kasparian's fan base. Now, I want you all to understand this, right? I've gotten a lot more of these, but I just decided to pick a couple before the show started for fun. I could keep scrolling and find a lot more. But I just want people to understand this is who she's courting. This is who she's appealing to. These fucking motherfuckers. So, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like if I ever got into like a really big public discourse and I found out that my viewers were saying this fucking shit, you know what I would do? Like, you know what I would do? Is I would be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers? And this is what I do on my show. When someone comes into my show and says stupid shit, I yell at them and I mock them profusely. But also, I'm a cry bully and I'm pro censorship at the same time. Like, my goodness. Yo, all right, there you go. That's Dumb Bitch Hour Part 1. All right, we got some shit here. We got some fucking Adrian Vixen gifted 10 memberships. What the fuck? And there's still fucking gray names in the chat. Y'all motherfuckers, like, we need a couple more here, you know? Thank you. Just a reminder that if you give me money on Cash App, I get a higher percentage of it, and I get it instantly. So, I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, we got a live fanboy. What is the problem with the clip? Anna is keeping it real. Many think it. I think you answered your own question, my man. All right. I'm going to also merge these two segments here. I mean, you know, there's not much to merge. I'm trying to get this shit in chronological fucking order. This motherfucker's tweeting at fucking 1 a.m. Jesus. I mean, I guess never mind. They're in California. All right. So before anyone whines and cries like a little baby in my comment section, let me tell you what I think. Okay? I think the Young Turks may have been, at some point in history, a progressive network. But it's all about relativity to the rest of society. So in 2010, right, these people would definitely be considered left of the average person. But they're no longer in that position, right? And TYT has an extensive history of pulling conservatives and liberals to the left. But it reached a boiling point where it is now flipped. Now they are pulling those same people that they spent years and years pulling to the left. They're pulling them back to the right. Right? And the other aspect of this is that the Young Turks claims to be the home of progressives, and they claim to love free speech in the open debate. And yet, every time that people offer these debates, they never actually take them up on it. And in the very rare cases where they do, such as when Cenk and Olayemi debated prison abolition, they just yell and scream like little babies and then lie about how the conversation went years and years and years later. Like, Cenk Uygur is still lying. Okay? Still lying about the Olayemi prison abolition debate. They're still lying about it, right? So, you know, it's hard to take these guys seriously. Like, when your employee, okay, you are a boss and your employee says, hey, can we talk about this on air? And you tell them, no, you're an idiot. And then they leave, right? In what universe is that like a free speech issue on Cenk's behalf? So we're going to get into Cenk here. Because Cenk is a motherfucking dumbass. Like, and you know what? I'm not going to lie to y'all. If you would have asked me yesterday, I would have said Anna's dumber. If you would have asked me yesterday, I would have been like, Anna, dumber than Cenk. Right? And then Cenk saw that and was like, hold my beer. I got to catch up. Okay? All right. So someone asked Cenk Uygur extremely nicely, by the way. Why aren't you willing to have Benjamin Carallo on the main show to discuss the clear issues with TYT? Real progressives are willing to hear differences, grow and learn. This is an opportunity for you to do that too. Now, for all context, Benny, in her video called Why I Left TYT, says she and Cenk had a long phone conversation where she gave Cenk research papers, medical studies, information, facts, science, data. Cenk said, I don't care, it's unpopular. I don't care, it's unpopular. I don't care, it's unpopular. Benny said, why can't we have an on-air discussion? Cenk said no. So what did Benny do? Left. That's literally her getting bullied out of the company. Right? She tried to have the debate. She tried to have the discussion. Cenk said no over and over, was doing public segments calling all trans people idiots. Right? And this is what Cenk has to say too. And this is why I choose the warpath on these dumb fake bitches. Motherfuckers will constantly tell me, why are you so mean? The civility police. Why are you so mean? You're so mean. How dare you call them a bitch? How dare you call them uppity? How dare you call them an idiot? Why are you so mean? Why are you calling them a moron? That's so mean. It's so rude. Because being nice doesn't work. I mean, let's be honest. Being nice doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. It's a failed strategy. Being nice fails every single fucking time. Can you cite an example of being nice working? You know what I mean? So anyway, Cenk says, 1, she quit. So she is too pure for us. Dude. The thing about Cenk that really makes me think he's dumber than Anna sometimes is that this is so evidently clear that he's projecting. Like, everything he is saying, the exact opposite is true. Benny tried to debate him over and over and over again, and he just called her an idiot instead of debating. Like, instead of debating Benny, he decided to do like a 20-minute segment on trans people and called all trans people idiots. That 20-minute segment could have been, oh, we have a transgender employee. Let's have this on-air conversation about trans issues. Instead, Cenk was like, I'm going to censor my employee and then just call her an idiot on air. And now he's the one claiming that Benny is too pure? Now, like, I know, man. I know.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ, they might come back.
Okay,
But they're
President Trump, let's get...
Like, I mean, like, again, like, I can't. Like, these motherfuckers are just so goddamn stupid. And the thing about it is, like, their stupidity is on tape, but, like, they will just lie about things that are recorded. Like, this motherfucker is on tape calling all trans people trans activists and then calling all trans activists idiots. He's on tape saying this. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? 2, she is an unhinged person who has called me evil, racist, transphobe, and other endless insults. After, note, time flows in one direction. After you called her an idiot on the main show, right, and yelled at her on the phone. So again, timeline. Benny is like, oh, my boss is saying some crazy shit. Let me call him on the phone. Benny calls him on the motherfucking phone and says, hey, I got some facts for you. Check them out. Cenk is like, fuck you. You're in a bubble. And starts yelling on the phone. And then Benny is like, do you want to have this conversation on air? And Cenk says no. And then the next day does a 20-minute segment calling all trans people trans activists and calling all trans activists idiots and selfish. And yet, now he's whining like a baby because she said mean things. Oh, dear heavens, the civility police. Like, the idea that Cenk Uygur is going to be hopping in on the civility police bandwagon. His whole career is being an asshole. He says it on air that he's an asshole. And now he's going to cry and whine, oh my God, I got called evil. I got called transphobic because I called all trans people idiots. Oh my God, I'm so offended. I'm so offended. I'm so fucking offended right now. And then he says, and lied about our private conversation. Okay, she lied. Do you have proof? I mean, you're saying she lied. Then what was the phone call about? If she lied, like, you can't just say she lied and then drop it. How did she lie? What was the lie? You know, like, you can't just say, liar. What did they lie about? I don't know. Like, I mean, like, what? Wow, what a level-headed person that I could learn from and grow by talking to. Great idea. Now, again, like, if I'm Benny, I'm thinking, can I get a lawyer involved? You know what I mean? Like, Cenk Uygur is doing, like, the Elon Musk thing of just, like, being fucking crazy and, like, getting himself theoretically entangled in lawsuits for no reason other than ego and cringe. Right? And anyway, so he goes off to say, it's true, the mask is off. I disagree 2% with Twitter activists. Someone sound the siren. Like, this is the thing, and this is why I don't like liars and gaslighters. Right? The idea that Cenk Uygur disagrees 2% with someone who calls themselves a Marxist-Leninist. The idea that there's only some small sliver of disagreement. I mean, like, it's just on its face, you know? It's on its face a fucking lie. It's just not real. But there's more. There's more. Also, general note to everyone who says crazy shit about me and then catches feelings when I push back a little. Sad day for you. Same exact entitlement complex right-wingers have. Talk shit all day, and then when someone says something back, cry like you're the victim. Sure. Now, this is 10:50, right? This is 10:39. So this guy cries like the victim. Oh my God, she was mean to me. Oh my God, she called me transphobic. Oh my God, my feelings, she called me evil. Oh my God, she called me evil. 10 minutes later, just as a general note, if I insult you and you get a, like, now, I just want to say this. I use marijuana extremely frequently. One of the common side effects of marijuana is short-term memory loss. Now, I don't know. Is Cenk Uygur like dabbing, right? Is he like, you know, like, what is he doing where in the span of 11 minutes, he completely 180s on the subject? Like, how is that possible? You know, like, I'm trying to figure this one out here. How you can go, I don't want to talk to her because she called me evil 1 minute. 11 minutes later, why are you crying when I insult you? Like, I'm just like, this motherfucker is dumb as fuck. He's just a stupid fucking bitch, man. And then he says, if you can't tolerate any dissent from your maximalist position, are you sure you're a progressive? Is it left-wing to throw allies under the bus for the slightest disagreement? Probably not. I think some people on here are becoming the caricature of the right wing drew up of them. Yo. Like, I can't with this. Like, we're talking about, like, this is like some chat GPT shit, man. Like, So step 1, you call someone an idiot on air. Step 2, they quit. Step 3, you said, oh, man, why did they call me evil? Why is everyone so mean to me? Right? Step 4, man, if I'm mean to you, you just gotta chill, bro. Like, and step 5, anyone that disagrees with you, are you sure you're, like, this motherfucker bullied the only trans contributor out of the network, right? Refused to have an on-air debate, refused to have a debate even after she left, and is now crying about the exact thing that he did. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, how is a human being capable of being this dumb? And so that's what I'm saying this. Like, Cenk and Anna are in an eternal, like, fucking, like match against each other. Who can be the dumbest bitch in the Dumb Bitch Awards? Like, they've got, like, an annual meeting. All right, who's the dumber bitch this year? All right, Anna, next year I got you. All right, next meeting, right? Fast forward 365 days. All right, who is the dumbest bitch this year? Anna, good one. Next year I'll catch back up. Like, in what other universe could you explain this, man? Like, what the fuck? But it's not just Cenk. It's not just Cenk. Because everyone at TYT is a piece of fucking shit. I'm sorry. Whatever, you want to pretend John Idarola's thoughts and prayers comment means a thing to me anymore? I don't give a fuck. Because TYT is a cult. These people care more about their friends. These people care more about their comfort than they do about any of the issues they pretend to care about on their show. And so we have another TYT host who I guess got pinged because Cenk went to bed, so they had to send someone else out. So we got this Brett Elric guy who's trying to fucking harass Olayemi. And this one, I just want to, like, the only reason I'm talking about this is because it's not just Cenk and Anna. It's corporate rot the whole way through. All these motherfuckers are crazy. I want you to understand, all these motherfuckers are crazy. They're all fucking crazy. All right? So this dumb bitch says, the true test isn't about penises and vaginas. It's about assholes and whether you try to be one. When you clip the beginning of a comment about Benny and omit the rest, which is undeniably wildly supportive, you are the asshole. Now, the idea that this dumb fuck face... Also, Max is, like, woofing at someone through the fucking window. But anyway, this dumb fuck face is saying that her fucking thoughts and prayers was undeniably supportive, man. If you watch the full clip, which I did a whole video on, right, she literally says Benny is not a person, right? She got bullied by the trans extremists into quitting, and that I had nothing to do with it. So, okay, you're telling me it's undeniably supportive. So, Benny goes out there and says, Cenk and Anna are transphobic. Anna responds with, I'm not transphobic, you're just crazy, though everyone subscribe. Thoughts and prayers. Like, I'm telling you, all of these motherfuckers are stupid. They're all stupid. They're all fucking stupid. I'm telling you as a matter of fact. Right? If you want to think that John Idarola is the needle in the haystack, I'm willing to have that conversation. But, like, holy shit, man. Like, I'm sorry. It's just, they're dumb fuckers. But there's more. So this is the same tweet from Olayemi, and Brett Elrick's just going on like he's just replying to everything, right? So someone says, "Wait, was this live? Could she have redone it? And if it was live, why would you do something important like that live?" And that's a good question. Those are two great questions. So Dumb Bitch says, "Was live. The rest said, I have no ill will. Please follow and support Benny." Like, again, the idea that we're just taking motherfuckers at face value here. You know, it's like when Nancy Pelosi did that kente cloth thing, and then everyone was like, "Oh my God, Nancy Pelosi loves black people." Like, are we joking? Is this a joke here? Like, and then this guy says, "Olayemi is looking into the abyss of having to move on to other topics and is scared as shit, so she stays in on this one." Now, I just want to be honest with you. I wish Olayemi were as unhinged as all of these motherfuckers claim that she is, man. Because Olayemi is awesome. Like, yeah, she did a live stream about this the other day. I highly recommend you watch it. She is awesome, right? And like in her live stream, she said that she has held her tongue for months, which is true. Because I've been following Olayemi for like what, I don't know, 6 months now. And it's true. I've been like, what is this? Like, what does she have to think about this? I want to know, right? And then, like, all these people, like, Anna Kasparian is obsessed with her. Like, Olay says nothing for months, and Anna is still obsessed with her, that she brings her up constantly. And then Olay says one thing, and this motherfucker's like, "Oh my God, you're obsessed." Now, I have a question for you. Why is the Young Turks multiple people going after the same person? Cenk has been insulting Olayemi after their debate for months now. Anna has been bringing up Olayemi on random shows trying to direct hate campaigns toward her. And now this Brett dumb fuck is like harassing her, calling her obsessed. Right? Like, if anyone is obsessed, it's the Young Turks with a confident black woman. Okay? And I'm just going to say that. So anyway, I just wanted to say, you know, it's not just Anna Kasparian at this network. It's corporate rot all the way through. Okay? And I get a lot of people telling me, "Oh, it's not this guy, it's that guy. Oh, it's not this guy, it's it's that guy." And I want to ask you this one question. Do you understand when you give money to the Damage Report or whatever other show, you are giving money to Cenk, Anna, guys like Brett, you're giving money to the fucking transphobes. I don't give a fuck if John Iadarola went on a show and said thoughts and prayers. People are telling me he's going to have a kid soon. Oh boy. So you're going to have a kid soon. That means you can't stand up for minorities? Okay. Wow. Interesting. Maybe if you're going to have a kid, I don't know, get a job that isn't so politically charged. That's just my constructive feedback, right? And all of these guys, they work with each other, right? Someone told me that John Iadarola, after his Damage Report show where he did thoughts and prayers, everyone, I love trans people, thoughts and prayers, he was on the main show with Anna Kasparian and did not call her out a single second. So are you going to tell me John Iadarola actually cares? Or is it just a brand? Because I want to believe that John Iadarola cares. I do. People tell me this guy is cool. He's got a good community. I want to believe that. But I don't. All the evidence points in the other direction. This guy had the opportunity to confront Anna on her garbage to her face on air. And now, the whole entire rest of the Young Turks crew is going on a fucking rampage attacking anyone criticizing them. So you tell me who the fuck the unhinged ones are. Right? You tell me. If you think that there's nuance on black people in sports but claim to support black people being everywhere else, you're a racist. If you think there's nuance between trans people in sports but you claim to support trans people everywhere else, you're transphobic. It's all or nothing. There is no such thing as conditional support. There is support or non-support. entertained. I'm talking to you, dumb bitch. There is support and there's not support. If that triggers you, feel free to be the Nazi that you're trying to pretend you're not. You're either a Nazi or you're against Nazis. There's no middle ground. You can't say, well, you know, there is a Jewish question and we do have to do something, but is the Holocaust really the right decision? That's not a fucking method here, okay, motherfucker? That doesn't work. I don't give a shit about your fucking enlightened centrism garbage, dude. I'm sorry, man. But gonna have to try harder if you're gonna try to do that shit here, man. And again, they literally, they could have done a debate. Like, they had a 20-minute segment about how trans people are stupid. That could have been a debate or a conversation with their only trans employee. But they said no to her and did a whole segment calling her stupid instead. Right? So it's like, are they really open-minded? Are they really in support of free speech? The answer is no. All right, so whether or not there's going to be more dumb bitch shit, right? I'm not sure. I'm willing to put this issue to bed. I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel like I've said almost everything that needs to be said. That said, Anna Kasparian is getting the Jimmy Dore treatment because someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. Everyone else seems like they're not ready, mentally capable. They don't have the wherewithal to do it. But someone's got to give Anna Kasparian the Jimmy Dore treatment. So, if anyone, I just want to say this. If you see anything that the Young Turks say that's dumb, that's stupid, that's cringy, that's racist, that's transphobic, anti-homeless, right, pro-cop, if you see any of this stuff, send it to me. I will make a segment on it. I'm giving these motherfuckers the Jimmy Dore treatment. All right? Because I think they're worse than Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore is fully a right-winger now. No one pretends Jimmy Dore is a lefty anymore. That ship has sailed. But when you pretend you're a lefty and you pull lefties to the right, that makes you dangerous. Right? The call's coming from inside the house, motherfucker. That's an insurrection. And what do we do with insurrectionists? We fuck them up. So again, these bitches are getting the Jimmy Dore treatment. Until they announce that they're conservative and proud, you know, until they do that, and everyone out there recognizes that they're conservative, they're getting the Jimmy Dore treatment. And the Dave Rubin treatment. Because that's what they are. And where did Jimmy Dore and Dave Rubin come from? Anna Kasparian is definitely going to go on Joe Rogan. That's the final boss of her media tour. I'm telling you that. She's going on a media tour. In right-wing circles, Joe Rogan's the final boss. Once you get there, you've won the game. You're fully assimilated. Now, again, I'm not trying to sit here and say that you have to pick and choose what people you watch. You know, I know my audience. I know there's a big crossover with TYT. At least there was. But it's like, I'm just telling you what I think. And if what I think is offensive to you, whatever, you know, I'll let you deal with the cognitive dissonance, because I'm not. You know, my hands are clean. I'm too pure for this shit, motherfucker. My purity rating. My purity rating. I mean, hey, we're talking about purity, right? Look at me. Look how pure I look. Right? I'm like, come on, man. You never seen another pure bitch like me. Let me tell you. I'm pure as fuck. Fuck that bitch's media tour. Oh, boy. Motherfucking Dore had jab injuries, yo. Yo.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ, they might come back.
Okay.
Fuck. He got jab injury. Hassan and Emma Vigeland are the only good that came out of TYT. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm skeptical of Hassan. Now, I don't think Hassan's a bad guy, but I'm skeptical of this guy. Emma, I like Emma. She's aight. Hassan, no. I don't know how to feel about him. I'm 50-50 on him. Anna is going to have so much more dumb shit come out of her mouth. I know, and I'm not going to be watching for it. So that's why that's what you guys got to do. I'm telling you, one of my viewers, think of it as a public service. Watch TYT and get the cringe and let me know. Hassan is a dude I would fuck, but he would say something really dumb during. Yo, imagine you're fucking Hassan and he just like says some like really cringe like Twitch memes or some shit. Like, that's all I know about Hassan is that he speaks in Zoomer Twitch memes because he doesn't know English. But, you know, again, I'm neutral on Hassan. I'm willing to... Yeah, I don't think he's a bad guy, but I don't think he's a super good guy either. That's just, you know... Just giving you my fucking opinion, yeah. The letter hacks got John Idarola. I'm staying out of this one. I'm staying out of this one. Unless I'm being consulted, I'm staying out of this one. Dude, if TYT ever actually talked to Ole and Ole was not being respectful because it was her first time on the network, because that's why they didn't want Ole back on. Because Ole went on there, was really nice to them, Jank melted down like a fucking toddler, right? And if Ole were to be brought back on, she would respond in kind, and that's why she was never invited back on. Like, they don't bring people on their show that can match Jank's energy because they're a bunch of pussies. You know what I mean? They're just all of them. The whole Young Turks is just a bunch of fucking pussies. LMAO when your dumbass comment gets read. It happens to the best of us. Reminder, I will be going on the Lilo and Stitch show on the 18th. Who is Ole? Ole, follow her on Twitter. I'll post her shit. Ole followed me back yesterday. Y'all gotta tell her to come on my show, man. We gotta get her on here. Or me on there. Whichever one comes first. Qcock. Questions, comments, queries, if you will, or concerns. You got them. Lay them on me. Why did I say I was pure? Because I'm pure as fuck, man. Y'all ain't got nothing on me. This is, I assume, a tweet that you found and copy-pasted, Raylan. There's literally nobody pussier about being called out than you and Anna. Demonstrated fact. You're literally so upset you're tweeting your way into an employment discrimination lawsuit. Fuck me. And I'm here for it, man. What is it about Kyle Kalinske you like so much, even though you think he's dumb? Why are you gonna fucking pry into me? I'm a fangirl, okay? I'll admit. I have no problem with that. These are my biases, right? I think Kyle is funny. I think he's dumb. He hasn't read a book in like 20 years, right? I think, honestly, to be honest, I think he's kind of a sellout too. But I think he's funny. I don't know what to tell you. I think he's funny. I don't know what else to say. Like, he's funny, okay? Fuck. Can we see Max? No, because he's not right next to me. I don't know where he is. Maxie, where are you? Maxie. He's somewhere. I met a daddy bear on Twitter that really knew how to eat ass, but I think he's in jail. Damn. If I miss a question, feel free to repost. Sometimes I'm stupid. Uh-oh, we got Max the dog, everybody. Maxie, come on to the show. Oh, nope. Maxie, oh, he's... nope. All right. He's not interested. Oh, he's got... Maxie, welcome to the program. Everybody give it up for Max the dog. And... oh, he's doing something. All right. There you go. Max the dog. Have I been on the Leftist Mafia? Yeah, one time. Is that a fucking Pyrex beaker? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, that's Ole's tweet. Excellent. TYT supports trans rights. In your imagination, my friend. Y'all are really pressing that fucking heart button. I'm seeing that fucking shit. But are you pressing that like button? How many likes do I got? Y'all love pressing the heart button. What the fuck? Well, anyway, I'm pretty much done here, to be honest with you, so... unless y'all got anything else for me. Oh. Y'all got anything else? Because if not... hurry up. Did I see your cat? I don't think so. 70 votes on the poll. Yeah, it was a fucking fake poll, you stupid fucks. It's a fake poll, and you're not gonna press like, but you're gonna press something on a fake fucking poll? How dumb are these people that are watching my fucking stream? Jesus. Majority independent. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Entertained? I don't give a fuck. This is something that you might not understand about me. I don't give a fuck about what's popular. Okay? I am fundamentally, to my core, unpopular. I've never been popular. I've never had friends, right? I got picked on in school, right? You know, I get discriminated against by police. I get discriminated against by my family members. Like, I've never been popular. I've always been the outcast. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to let a poll dictate whether or not I support people's right to life. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm sorry. If you think that I'm going to ever, even for a second, think even remotely at all, in any way, be concerned about what's popular, you know what I mean? I don't give a shit. I don't care about views. I don't care about money. I don't care about popularity. That's it. Polls are how we should... I mean, like, look at it this way. Look at it this way. I don't care about polls at all. Example. 70% of Americans claim to support universal health care. Right? 16% of Americans, when we had universal health care, Right, so step one, 70% of Americans support universal health care. Step two, we had universal health care for COVID. Step three, only 16% signed up for the universal health care. So am I supposed to believe that 70% actually give a fuck about universal health care? I'm supposed to believe that. Only 16% of Americans got the latest round of vaccines, but I'm supposed to believe that 70% of people actually really want universal health care. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. So I don't care what about polls, what people say in polls. I don't give a fuck. I don't go to jail because I'm too slippery. Andrea and Anna would have never been friends in high school. Yeah, that's true. That's a correct statement. I love the misdemeanor felon like distinction, but like people think felons are like people associate a felony with with being violent, which is like it's all fucking dumb. It's so stupid. God, our legal system is so fucking stupid. 70% want universal healthcare. That's why they didn't vote for Bernie Sanders and voted for Joe Biden instead. Because that's how you... Exactly, retro boomer. Like, when I was canvassing and doing, like, door-knocking bowl for, like, the Bernie campaign in 2020... like, every single one of these motherfuckers is like, I support universal health care, but not right now. Oh, I support this, but not right now. I support, like, I mean, so then you don't support it, right? Like, you either support it or you don't. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? People constantly lick their fingers before hit. Yo, if someone ever did that to me, I would say, I'm sorry, do you have any other dollar bills, please? Like, I mean, that's just disgusting. Why would you lick... I don't even... Like, why would you touch money and then lick your hand? Like, that... Nope, I can't do it. Nope. Stop. Who do I want to debate next? I'll debate anybody. I don't care. You want to debate me, Ingus? Let's go. Entertained? I'm sorry. You can only choose one. Trying to choose both is a fantasy. You'll realize it sooner or later. But I'm telling you now. Oh, TR, what the fuck are you talking about? Did I miss a message? Oh, you're in jail. For a DUI, you weren't drunk, and they didn't have any evidence. That's awesome, man. That's so cool. I love police. I love your smart honesty. I mean, hey, I didn't say it. Many people are saying it, right? Let's debate. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Well, a sandwich is a food item, and a hot dog is not a food item. Therefore, it is impossible for a hot dog to be a sandwich, because a sandwich implies that it's food. That's not an answer you were expecting. Yo, this sizzling guy is still, like, tweeting about me, like, every 5 seconds. But, like, they're afraid to hop on Discord, I guess, so... How is life not in North Carolina? It's a lot better than the alternative. Yo, this Destiny guy. So this Destiny guy like asked me to come on a show. I smoke his ass in a debate, and then he cuts it up, lies about it, and then he's told me to my face, like, yeah, let's have it. I'll bring you back on, and I'm still waiting. I'm still fucking waiting on this bitch. He said we're gonna do another one. He pretended that his stream crashed as a way to escape when I was owning him in a debate, right? I destroyed his bitch ass. He then was like, oh, my internet turned off. My internet turned off. Oh, my goodness. My internet. Oh, dear heavens. And then he said, oh, don't worry. We'll talk again when my internet comes back on. And it's 3 days. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, bitch. Is there a VOD? Probably. How bad can NC get compared to GA? Well, North Carolina's politics right now, I still follow it, and it's not looking so good. I covered this story recently where, like, Democrats, the North Carolina State House and Senate Democrats, like, some of them switched to Republicans in, like, a fucking heel-turn two-face and then gave Republicans a veto-proof majority. So now they're just, like, steamrolling Roy Cooper, and Roy Cooper is a little bitch, and he's not going to do anything. And then fucking Josh Stein is also a little bitch. So he's probably going to lose his next election because he's a little bitch. When did I go on? I think Wednesday? Maybe Tuesday? I don't know. So a couple days ago. Rolling my morning J. You gotta unroll that shit, right? Pour some Everclear in that bitch. Leave it on the shelf for 2 weeks. And then drink it. I'm telling you, man. When you smoke marijuana, not only is it unhealthy, right? I'm telling you this because I care about you. When you smoke marijuana, it destroys your lungs. But also, you burn most of the active psychoactive compounds. Right? Whereas when you marinate it in Everclear, it creates a tincture, which gets significantly more of the psychoactive compounds. So per nug, you're getting like fucking like 40 or 50% more high per nug. If you do it the right way. You know, you got that oral fixation. I feel you. Well, I'll tell you this. Okay, I'm going to tell you this because I was in the same spot. I used to smoke weed every day, and I was addicted to the smoking of it. What I did was I started preserving what I had. I started preserving it in tincture form, and I just bought like a shitload of CBD, right? And so what I would do is I would put like 3-to-1 CBD nugs and 1 regular, and then I'd slowly, and then eventually I was just smoking the CBD, and then I was like, well, I guess I'll stop smoking. And so now I get way higher and my lungs are great. So I'm just just giving you some options, giving you some ideas. If I tried mescaline, no. Do I care about what? Something. What did you miss? I don't know. Do I do my own nails? I don't do my nails. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, this is just what they look like. I cut them like 2 weeks ago. This is what they look like. Oh yeah, by the way, I fucked myself. I don't know if you can see this. But you see like a little mark? Yeah, look at that. I fucked myself not too long ago. Like, does anyone want to guess how that happened? It's not good. I fucked myself. It's not good. Fucking, like, I was doing something and I bent the nail backwards and the nail, like, stabbed into, like, the spot underneath the nail. Right? So the nail bent, but then, like, not this part, right? But the part where the bend was, like, went right into my, oh, and that was, like, a week ago and it still looks like that. Fuck. Hurts, too. Yeah, I paint my nails, like, once a year. How much for nail clippings? Man. I care about the viewer and their lungs. Well, yeah, man, you gotta scream in a protest, you know? Who's one of my favorite comedians? George Carlin is probably my favorite. Yeah, I've never tried mescaline, but I'd like to at some point. I don't think nails should be that long, but I don't know. I'm no nailologist. Well, Tetrasan, you're a little bitch. You don't know shit about Jack. You just said you fucked yourself. That's how it happens. It's true. Oh, so now you're GF. You got a GF watching my stream, depriving me of an extra viewer. Tell that motherfucker to log in. I'm missing out on watch time over here, motherfucker. Literally stealing. Literally. I mean, you know, like Netflix, you know, password sharing, like, it's like that, except I'm not a corporation. I'm literally going to starve to death because of the lack of watch time I'm getting from this one additional viewer. In fact, it's already over for me. I'm going to rot away live on stream. Y'all motherfuckers with this heart button. What are you doing? I'm clicking them too now. That's me. If you see that, that's me. Look at this. Look at that. Hold up. Look. That's me. That's what I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. Oh, your desks are together? Jesus. Y'all motherfuckers, man. Being adorable on the internet. I can't with this shit. Alright, I'm pretty much done here, though. So anyway, thank you all. I normally don't do shows on the weekends, but, you know, I'm open to it. If some more interesting stuff happens, I'm open to doing a show on the weekend again. But I probably won't. I'll probably end up taking a break. Because that's what I'm doing. But anyway, any stand-up comedy in the cards? I consider every show I do to be stand-up comedy. I just sit down. So, how about that, Jack? I'm an MVP? Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Yo, I was perusing the internet and I heard somebody say the word sedentary, but they pronounced it sedentary. Has anyone ever heard this before? Like, I was like, you know, I was looking up YouTube videos and this motherfucker said sedentary and I was like, like, what? I don't know shit about Mark Maron. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I mean, I got nothing else. Jenk smells like poop. I tend to agree. I've never smelled him, but I've looked at him. And, well, he looks sweaty. I'll just tell you that much. Anyway, that's it. That's it. Get the fuck out of here.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or I'm afraid of talking to people who are outside of my race because I'm afraid of I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race because I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race because moment for me because, again, misinforming the audience is not something I have any interest in. Misinforming the audience is not something I have any interest in. Misinforming the audience is not something I have any interest in. I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race because look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race because look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race because I'm not gonna lie.
But those with the lowest IQ, but those with the lowest IQ,
I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race.
Those with the lowest IQ,
look, I'm not gonna lie.
those with the lowest
Sometimes
IQ,
I'm
those
a little
with the lowest
scared or
IQ, but those
I'm
with the
afraid of
lowest
like
IQ,
talking to
but
people
those with the
who
lowest
are
IQ,
outside of my race.
but those with the lowest
Look,
IQ,
I'm not gonna lie.
but those with the lowest
Sometimes
IQ,
I'm a
but
little
those
scared
with
or
the lowest IQ.
I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race.
The really,
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little scared or I'm afraid of like talking to people who are outside of my race.
But those with the lowest
Look, I'm not gonna
IQ,
lie.
but those with the lowest
Sometimes
IQ,
I'm a little scared or
but those with the lowest
I'm
IQ,
afraid of like
but
talking to
those with
people
the lowest IQ,
who are outside
they
of my
might
race.
come back.
Okay,
really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ